of class 8. This is in continuation of my last two videos in The Lost Stanzas of Cranes by Juliet Wilson. In my first video, I have given you the summary of the poem. In the second video, I have dealt with a few question answers of the same chapter. Today, I'll be dealing with more question answers of the same chapter. Before dealing with the question answers, let's come to the rhyming scheme of the poem, which is very, very important. Now, children, in this poem, as you must have gone through the poem has 3 stanzas. Any poem doesn't have a paragraph. A prose has a paragraph. This you should always know. So this poem consists of 3 stanzas. Now let's come to the first stanza to find out the rhyming scheme. Now in the first stanza, there are 4 lines. Your fields are empty now, only your ghost dance, while cranes of another kind dance cities into bay. Now let's come to the last word of each line. The last word is now, dance, kind, being. These words, they don't rhyme with each other, and if they don't rhyme with each other, that means A, B, C, D. That means we don't have any rhyming scheme over here. And the poem which doesn't have a rhyming scheme is always called a free verse. What is it called? It is called a free verse. In the second stanza, also you just see the last word is in the first line of the second stanza. The last word is R, energy, footage. Now, does it rhyme? No, they don't rhyme. So, again we don't have a rhyming scheme. The same case is there in the last stanza of the poem. So, the poem doesn't have a rhyming scheme, so it is called a free verse. Now children, the second most important thing in the poem is the literary device. Now, you have to see what literary device has been used in this poem. Children, the literary device that has been used in the poem is personification. Now you will ask, what is personification? Now personification means when non-living objects are portrayed in such a way that we feel they have the ability to act like a human being. Now non-living thing, not only non-living thing, non-human object. That means it doesn't come in the category of living human being. Suppose here, who is being personified here? Here the crane bird is being personified in the poem. Your fields are empty. Now your fields, who is the poet talking to? The poet is talking to the cranes, the bird cranes. So can a person talk to a bird? Can a bird reply? No. So here the bird is being personified. So this is called personification. Now children, let's come to the question answers that was left. We have already done part A. Today we will be doing part B. Now answer these questions in detail. Now, the city dwellers watch documentaries and marvel at the wonders the world once held. Question is, does this mean that the city dwellers have the same attitude to the cranes as the speaker? The answer would be yes. The city dwellers also appreciate the beauty of nature. You can even write more of your give your opinion and elaborate your answer. Now let's come to question number 2. Would the city dwellers feel deeply sad if the documentaries disappeared? In the way the speaker is sad that the cranes are gone. Now answer will be, although the city dwellers marvel at nature, their fascination remains superficial and they do not feel as connected to nature as the speaker because they have not had a first-hand experience with the birds. They may miss the videos, but will not be as deeply affected as the speaker. Now let's come to the appreciation of the poem. What do expressions like lost, empty now, and only ghost indicate? Choose one of these. These words, these expressions, children, they indicate a sense of loss. So these indicate that something is missing. This is a sense of. Now from the appreciation, the second question is, now choose two more expressions that show us that the speaker is talking about the distant past. The words, the expressions are fading crackle, grainy video footage, wonders the world once again. So these are the words that tells us that something has happened in the past that is not existing in the present. So you are going to, children, you are going to this, these are the model answers, and you will be writing you can write your own answers and in your copies. That's all.